He's a wanted sex offender, suspected in a grisly murder, and that could be just the tip of the iceberg for Nicholas Gibson. There he is. Miami Beach police say this guy then spilled his guts, allegedly confessing to 6 other murders in 3 states. This all came to a head April 30th. Police believe Gibson killed a 77-year-old man. The Miami Herald reports he used a sword in this deadly attack. Police say he then ran off to New York City, put up a fight, but was arrested there. So this guy, lifelong criminal, sex offender, now potential serial killer. Let's bring in forensic psychiatrist Dr. Carole Lieberman. Good to have you in studio with us here. So first off, again, this alleged crime, he's the caretaker for the 77-year-old man, Eric Stocker, and it's reported he used a sword in this attack. What do you make of that?
Yes, very unusual. Well, it could be a few things. First of all, a sword or a knife is a personal kind of way of killing somebody, unlike a gun. Second of all, it could have been that the man had a sword and it was kind of an impulsive thing that he just reached for that to attack him, to kill him. And then also there's a drama associated with a sword. Like, it's a lot more dramatic to kill somebody with a sword than a kitchen knife, for example. So that also goes to his now claiming that he's a serial killer and left bodies in Florida and Georgia and California.
Yeah. What do you make of that? I mean, because and authorities are saying they're still trying to corroborate all these allegations, but why would he just all of a sudden come clean and tell everybody this?
Well, I mean, it could be true. They're going to have to look for bodies and see what they can find with his description of where and when and so on. But someone like him, first of all, he has a history of being in a psychiatric hospital, and he has a crime history since 12 years old. So this is someone, and he was suicidal. That was why he was in the psych hospital. This is someone who has had a crime spree since age 12. Sexual assaults, not reporting his address to be on the sex offender list and so on. So he clearly wants to be seen as bad and as dangerous. I mean, if he did do it, you know, another thing is that he seems to have become institutionalized since age 12. He keeps getting in trouble for violating parole, so it seems to indicate that he wants to be put back in prison each time because that's where he feels more comfortable than being in the outside.
Yeah, because that's what you notice. Again, his criminal history dates back to, you mentioned, he's 12 years old. That year 2000, aggravated sexual assault. He spends 7 years in a juvenile prison, gets out, and it's literally months later, and he's facing a host of sexual assault charges again. Yes. 4.5 more years behind bars. So was there ever any hope for this guy?
Yes, his first arrest. You know, that's one of the things that's so frustrating for me as a forensic psychiatrist, because people get arrested and they put them in jail or even juvenile hall, and they don't really address the underlying problems, which are traumatic childhood, sexual abuse, physical abuse, various things in their childhood that cause them to develop this life of crime. And if you don't catch it early on, then the person is just going to keep on doing what he's been doing.
So why, again, to wrap it up here, why do you take all of this, whatever's been going on in his life, out on a 77-year-old man who you're supposed to be caretaker for? Well,
yes. You know, there must have been something interesting that happened. That was a very intimate kind of relationship. Whether there was, talk about intimate, whether there was some sexual abuse involved with him as well, or just a murder. But, you know, maybe the man, he got tired of having to take care of the man, you know, responding to all of his demands. We don't know the exact details, but clearly, he's just something who keeps acting out the same anger and unresolved childhood traumas.
Wow. Dr. Carole Lieberman, thanks again. Great to see you in studio. Thanks so much. And again, we want to let everybody know CNN has reached out to Gibson's public defender. We'll bring you any comments as they come into us.